Hello everyone. Today I want to share a simple but powerful story about a boy who was often called lazy, yet surprised everyone when it mattered the most. By the end of this story, you will see how thinking wisely can sometimes matter more than working blindly, and how the right reason can wake up even the most unmotivated heart. So sit back, relax, and stay with me till the end. In a quiet village surrounded by green fields lived a young boy named Ryan. His house stood at the edge of the village, close to the rice farms where his family worked every day. Ryan was not weak, nor was he foolish, but he disliked effort. Why work harder if there's an easier way? He often thought. His daily task was simple: keep birds away from the crops. While other boys ran around shouting or throwing stones, Ryan lay under a tree and pulled ropes connected to wooden poles he had set up earlier. The poles moved, the birds flew away, and Ryan barely broke a sweat. One evening, his father watched him silently and sighed. "Ryan," he said gently, "what will happen when I'm no longer strong enough to work?" Ryan smiled and replied, "Don't worry, father. The work gets done, doesn't it?" His father had no answer because the crops were safe, even if the method seemed strange. Then came a harsh summer. The sun burned the fields, and Ryan's father fell seriously ill. For the first time, Ryan had to manage everything alone. Days passed, and despite his efforts, the crops began to dry up. He couldn't water them fast enough. One night, Ryan sat outside, staring at the sky. "I avoided effort for too long," he whispered. "Now I don't know how to save my family." The next morning, excitement filled the village. A royal soldier stood in the square announcing a competition at the king's palace. "The winner will receive a chest of gold," he declared. Ryan's heart raced. This could change everything, he thought. When he said he would join, laughter erupted. "You?" Someone mocked. "You barely like walking." Ryan said nothing. He simply packed his bag and left. After days of travel, the competition began near a wide lake. The rule was clear: cross the lake, and only the first three would move on. At the signal, everyone jumped into the water. Everyone except Ryan. "If I swim, I'll lose," he muttered. Looking around, he gathered broken branches and tied them together. Slowly, calmly, he pushed himself across the water. While others struggled with exhaustion, Ryan reached the other side just in time. Third place. The final challenge was even harder. Each finalist was given a heavy wooden block and told to move it a long distance using only one tool. The first man grabbed a rope. The second chose a lever. Ryan stood quietly. "My arms won't beat theirs," he said to himself. "But maybe my mind can." He picked up a small knife. The crowd whispered in confusion. Instead of pushing the block, Ryan began carving it. Time passed. Sweat fell. Finally, the block became round. Ryan smiled. He rolled it forward with ease while the others dragged and struggled. Moments later, Ryan crossed the finish line first. The crowd erupted. The lazy boy had won. When Ryan returned home with the gold, he knelt beside his father and said, "I learned something." Avoiding effort isn't the same as avoiding responsibility. When the reason is strong, the will becomes strong too. This story reminds us that being clever is not wrong, but greatness comes when intelligence is guided by purpose. If you ever feel lazy, don't fight yourself blindly. Find your reason. Find your goal. That is what turns effort into action. And remember, learning and growing can be enjoyable when stories teach us gently. Keep listening, keep learning, and keep believing in your potential. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next story.